what the over/under is on how many times you can say Happy New Year
I
before
think after this week, it gets old.
it gets weird. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I go back to there's like this old Seinfeld thing where it's like, I got Happy New Year in March. And it's like, so I want Happy New Year in March. How's that? Not that, but you might hear it won't slip out at least one more time after this week. But I'll try. I'll try to keep to that.
I think like by February, that's when it's like way too late.
Good to know. Good to know. So apparently, if you want to know the over/unders on that, Mark will help steer you in the right direction. So,
I have the goods.
So as we come and gather, as we kind of take in, I don't know how you view this as like the end of your week or the beginning of your week, right? For some of us, we kind of frame Sundays a little different, but either way, right? We use it as a time. Not that it's the only time, but it is certainly a time to kind of reset a little bit, right? Maybe you've just kind of like marathoned your way to Sunday and you're like, I just need to rest. Maybe you are at the beginning of a week and you're like, I am looking ahead and I don't know what this week's holding, but I'm trying to make sense of it and navigate it as best as I can. But either way, right, he calls us to be found in him, and he calls us to seek him first, seek the kingdom first, and all of these other things are added. And so whatever the added looks like in your life this week, he is reminding you, and I think part of our worship time is to remind us, to speak to our hearts, that we seek him first. And so I want to just read this quickly from Psalm 63, where it says, God, you are my God, and I eagerly seek you. I thirst for you. My body faints for you in a land that is dry and desolate and without water. And so I gaze on you in the sanctuary to see your strength and your glory. And so this morning, as we are in the sanctuary, we are seeking his strength and his glory. His strength to allow us to navigate places and people and situations that might be hard for us, that we might otherwise feel overwhelmed, but we also come to seek his glory this morning. And so we're going to do that as we sing. We want his glory in this place. We want his glory to be at the forefront of everything that we do, because it's when we worship him, it's when we seek him first, then that puts everything else in order, right? It aligns everything else. That's why he is our firm foundation. We build everything else on that alone. And so our souls rest in God alone. Amen? So this morning, before we sing, maybe just take that moment and ask God to be the center. Ask him to be that foundation. Ask him to say, God, I want to rest on you first. I want this to be the first thing before we move into these other places.